God damn it, the phone rang and I didn't know how to just hang it up. So now I'm on part 2 and I'm almost done though. The people went to Europe and started getting on trains and docking in every city. So everywhere, every city they docked, they got that city sick because maybe one person got off the train, went home. There's somebody on a train going to work. In fact, their town, every town they went to, this is how it spread. It's called the Spanish flu, but it did not start in Spain. The shit started in the United States. The rest of the world think it started in France because that's where it started in Europe. But we brought it to France. But we were in a war or getting ready for the war, one or the other. So nobody wanted to admit they had it. Spain was the only country that eventually came out and said it was there because Spain was neutral. That shit went from France to Spain to all over Europe. On the lines against Germany, it jumped the lines and the soldiers got it and then took it home. And then the shit made it to Africa. I don't know if y'all know, it wiped out like 10% of the population in Samoa and went to Asia. Then it came back to the United States. Then it had a second wave where all the people died. The only place wasn't affected was San Francisco. Guess what? Because we didn't let nobody come in San Francisco. We quarantined it. So we missed it. All these people died. We missed it. Guess what? It came back again the next year, round 3. San Francisco got it because we didn't think we could get it. So I say all that to say 2 things. With viruses, they warp, they change. If you've never had that particular strain, you don't know what it's going to do. With medicine and with science, you're learning as you go. You hypothesizing and shit, making theories based on what you've seen. You don't know it's going to do something different until it do something different. So first they thought it was only old people. Now young people. Now everyone. They wouldn't test nobody unless you've been in Wuhan, China. Now they're testing everyone. That's the first thing. Second thing, for all the ignorant people, like it's just a cold, it's just the flu. You mad about the flu, you tripping. Do some research, watch some TV before you get on the internet making comments, because it's not just a flu. Coronavirus been around, yes, and within animals, but this is a different strand. If people don't understand that, just like with AIDS, there's different strands. With flus, there's different strands. It warps, it changes. Back in the day, coronavirus wouldn't go from animal to person. It would only go from animal to animal. But back what happened in 1918, I think one animal got like the pig flu and the bird flu or whatever it was. And it completely made something totally different. So please, people, think about what the hell you're saying. Think about your kids. Think about the message you putting out there when you're saying that ignorant shit. Just the same people who like, how come the president can't call it the Chinese disease? It started in China. Started. Is it in China now? No, China's on the way to recovery. We the ones sick. So that's ignorant in itself. In itself. To even promote and accept the ignorance this man is doing on TV, calling it the Kung Fu disease, Kung Fu Corona. That's ignorant. That's not acceptable. A man who gonna call somebody Pocahontas and all that, I'm not even gonna get started on that shit. I'm not gonna go there because that's not the point of my discussion. But it don't hurt to humble yourself and be like, okay, this is what's going on right now, so let me conform right now. It don't hurt. Don't make you a lesser person to back up on what you originally thought and said and say, oh, I didn't know, I was uninformed, now I know more, now I knew better, now I'm gonna do better. We, and specifically Black people, but everyone, get so caught up on being stuck on your ways. Everybody want to be right. Everybody got a point to prove. Guess what? This ain't the time to prove a point. It's a shame nothing was done until an NBA player got it. It's a shame that every other day NBA player getting tested coming positive. I love the NBA. I'm in withdrawals right now, but guess what? Why can they get a test and I can't? This ain't the point of that discussion either, so I'm not going there. Idris Elba's got a test. Some of these people who positive didn't have no symptoms. So how was you tested if you didn't have no symptom? I got insurance. I work for the city. I can't get a test. I can't even get a doctor's appointment to say, oh, I might just have a cold. Because they don't want you to come in. But every day, other people getting tested. Why do someone got to wait till they on their deathbed? You know what I mean? All these people who died this past week went to the doctor and was sent home 2-3 days later. You know, so anyway, people just wise up and do better. You know, show your kids a better example. Show the world that we ain't as ignorant as we seem in the way we look. Because right now, we looking real bad. My opinion.